Hey, welcome to your future hand. My name is Julian. We're about to get into it. Just going to let things run here for a second while I dial a couple of things in. See if anybody comes in here. Oh. Bitcoin taking those twos and eights. $42,203 as we start this stream this morning. Big announcement today from YFH. We are going to expand. I opened a new network. This is a new channel, the BBN network. Oh, look at that. 8 subs overnight. The Bitcoin Broadcasting Network. This is where we are going to expand the lives into. I'm going to keep track of the live sessions over here. We'll still do YFH episodes and some different types of crypto content over on the YFH page. Going to expand with this network page and start doing some lives and maybe doing some networking into the crypto space through this page. So yeah, go check that out at the Bitcoin Broadcasting Network on YouTube. I'm going to drop a link in the comments or the description here in this live chat for you as well once I get things going. And you can go over to X at Bitcoin B Network. They don't let you go so long on the name over there. Let's make sure we're still all good because I have a tendency not to pay attention. Looks like we're still good. BBN at Bitcoin B Network on X, and as well as over on IG at the Bitcoin Broadcasting Network. BBN, got a post up there. Tell you about the schedule. So I'll be starting there on Wednesday morning. Tomorrow morning, I'll start over there. And yeah, we'll get going. We will get it going. What's going on in the market today? $42,172. I got the 4-hour. You can see that we're kind of getting maxed out on the RSI there. Show you that real quick. RSI, you can see we topped out. We had the bearish divergence at the top yesterday, and then exactly like the smaller time frames where we had that trade set up on Sunday. I do find these things kind of, the patterns will work their way up through the time frames. So we're seeing just that. We had the bearish divergence at the top here where we had the higher wick in the candles. You can see the bears start to put some pressure on these wicks. We can start to see some selling pressure on these wicks as we see some lower highs in the RSI. And then just like that 30-minute signal that we took on Sunday there for the long over 40K, this thing kind of faked everybody out, made it look like it was going to flip, and then we've got another little pump and a new high here this morning. $42,492. So this looks pretty good. And I mean, like we said, if we get zoomed out here, because we know I like to zoom out, I was talking about this thing coming out of this pattern, getting above this major resistance line that we've been seeing since the top of 2017, 2018 bull run was the first time that we hit this line, and then it acted again as resistance, and then again as, you know, well, that was the breakout point, not resistance, but you can see the cup and handle here that broke out. Even's got a W in there, you know, that's a whole bunch of different patterns. But anyway, very important line, very important level that we've broken out to, and now we're kind of in this limbo zone. Lots of volume in this area, right? Lots of volume traded in this area here. So, you know, how high are we going to go? That's the question. And I've kind of based my assumptions off the SPX this year, which has done a 78.6%. Wow, it's over that. So 80% recovery on the SPX this year, which is insane volume. We've seen more volume in the New York Stock Exchange than we have in a century in these last few years, and the reason being is that Bitcoin is eroding the monetary policy like we said it would. It's deflationary by measure, and not we've never seen that before, and it's going to continue to chip away. And yeah, gold saw a new high, you know, a record high for gold. Why are they doing that, right? Why are they doing that? Why are they putting record highs in gold right now? It's something to be aware of, right? Because that's a market that's been held down and manipulated as well. People can DCA all they want and keep up with inflation, but for the people that have been in there for 150 years and designed all these things, like it's what keeps them wealthy, right? So we may hold value here and there, but Bitcoin is giving us value. Our savings is going up 156%. Well, 106. It's got to be 160% this year. Let's have a measure. And it's going to be the last 12 months. I'm going to go from the bottom, which was November, but we're not quite into December here, really. But let's have a look at our gain from bottom to top today. 173.37% over 392 days. So a little over 12 months. Or that's 13 months, I guess. But yeah, 173% gain. Even Netflix, for fuck's sakes, 196% off bottom. Oops. 196% off bottom for Netflix, I believe here. 196.23%. So like I said, I don't care. You don't believe in Bitcoin, it doesn't matter. What we're trying to tell you is that we know now that we've been getting screwed for a century at least, right? You know, when we've got these major cycles that happen on, and there's different cycles. There's war cycles. There's the financial cycle. There's all these different cycles and media cycles and yada yada that kind of help them execute plans. But these things are very, very long, very more lengthy ranges than we believe, right? The war cycles, it's like every 80 years we got a major war, right? Civil War, World War II. What's going to happen in the next election year, right? Before that, you know, was America kind of becoming America or whatever. So, yeah, what's going on? It's Bitcoin. And we're going to go to my fib chart here. And like I said, the SPX did the 80% recovery. And I kind of feel that's what's going to happen over here on Bitcoin. And you can see we made the breakout of this channel that we've been in all year. We broke the resistance, had a couple of little bear traps here, a little wiki, little John Wick down here with some blood action. And here we go, off to the races again. We've stayed in the channel, and now we're breaking out of this channel, and it looks like we're off to the races. These are weekly candles. Look at these green weeks. What do we got here? Uno, dos, tres. We're going on 8 green weeks here. That's crazy, mate. It's crazy. 7 green weeks in a row. I think that's another record for Bitcoin too. What didn't Marty say that? Sub to BBN. Oh, he's got it in the comments. Awesome already. That's awesome. So fire it up. Marty's got in the live comments, sub to BBN. We'll make sure to get that in the other comments as well. I can actually just copy his link here. I guess it doesn't matter until the thing's posted. We're just learning how to live. It's all good. It's all good. If there's things that you want me to look at too, if there's other coins that you're getting into or other projects you're getting into and you want me to do some TA on it, I'm happy to do that. I'm not really trading today. I've got some other things I want to work on here in a bit. I'm also mixing some music and doing some other things, working on some other studio projects. So I've been pretty focused and dialed into the audio scene. But let's have a look at the 30 min. Let's see what there is for a trade this morning. Can we look at big time coin, please? Big time coin. Liberty in Trust. We're going to look at big time coin. Let's have a look. Just going to go over to coin market cap over here. First, scope Caspa for a laugh. Yeah, we should talk about some of these guys too, and just how our channel and our live streams are going to be just kind of a lot more relaxed. You know what I mean? We might have some clickbait in the thumbnails. I've been working on some thumbnails, and I think that's just how I'm going to do the clickbait. But as far as the streams go, it's going to be no BS in the streams. Things are a lot more fucking relaxed, in my opinion, than most people make them out to be. And when we DCA, we can literally sit on our hands, or put them over the fire and just relax. Like it doesn't matter when you DCA. And you could DCA, like I said, you could DCA into anything. You could DCA into anything in a financial market, as long as it's substantial. Like, don't be going into penny stocks and think you're going to make it, because businesses fail every day. And that's all this is we're betting on different businesses, but different companies. But Bitcoin is not that. It's not a company. It's not an entity. It doesn't have an issuer. There's no CEO. There's no permission to get it. There's no permission to take it. There's no permission to carry it. It's the whole point. Is a decentralized system. It's true democracy in finance, and that's what will create true democracy in the world. Because as long as somebody has control of what gets printed and what our debt interest is, we're all getting screwed. It's a joke. It's a sham, right? And if you haven't been in the market for 10 years, you're probably not feeling very good or in a good spot. But it's okay. Just get in. You DCA into anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's gold, silver. You want to stack gold in the basement or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it just can't be dollars. Quit thinking that saving money under the mattress is going to make you money, or quit thinking that loaning your money to the bank so that they can make a pile of money DCAing with it is going to somehow make you money with your 4% return. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. 79% greed this morning. Holy shiteballs. Okay, what are we looking at? Big time coin. Big time coin. Big time coin. Let's search that up. Big time coin. Oh, the other thing, yeah, I'm still holding Luna Classic and some Pepe, and they went for a rip the other day too. Luna Classic did like 30% or something. Big time. Oh, is Big Time a game coin? Big Time. Still running to Big Time going nuts. Big Time going nuts. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Is it a gaming coin? What is it? Oh, Big Time, Big Time. There's a few here. Big Time coin. Why aren't we? Where's the tag ticker for it? Why isn't it coming up? 0.083 cents. Yes, gaming. Okay. Yeah, and that's here we go. Big Time point. It's actually, I see 0.91 cents. It's up 72%. Up 72%. Wow. Okay, so let's get CoinMarketCap over here for you guys. I look at CoinMarketCap, kind of gives me an idea before I get into a coin, to kind of look at the information tokenomics on it before I find out what chart it's on. So it looks like it's touch 9.5, simple 10x. And honestly, I've said this to Marty. You could go into crypto gaming right now, and like honestly right now, December, January, February, you could probably go to the top 100 games, top 100 gaming tokens, pick one, and fucking get an easy 10x. An easy 10x, if not more than that. Oh, the mic is actually peaking. Well, that's good, because I've always thought it was too quiet. Yeah. So that means I don't have to be so close. Good for me. Okay. Big time. Yeah. Pick something in gaming. I don't know too much about Big Time here. It's obviously ripping it and looking really good. So these things, this thing just had a massive takeoff, so it's probably going to cool off here a little. I'd probably be 78. I'd probably be looking at 70 cents, if not this thing coming back to probably like 50 cent range. Pumping. Yeah, might keep going. 0.92 now. Yeah, high of 0.95 there. And I mean, it looks good. Like, I mean, this still hasn't really seen a massive spike, so it could keep going. I never chart really much on. Oh no. Did the stream give out? I didn't hook up a hard line. We're back. Reconnection successful. Okay, that was quick. All good now. Hopefully we're still in the same stream. So this is what happened. That happened the other day. I forgot to hook up a hard line yesterday. Just busy making thumbnails and shit. Yeah, 15,000 people got this on the watch list as well. How do I change to a larger time frame chart on CoinMarketCap? More info. More info. Markets. Here we go. KuCoin. There we go. What's going on? Holy smoke. See, look at this thing. And this is what's going to happen to any of these games. So this is what I want to look for. And like I said, go pick a top 100. I don't know anything about gaming. I am not a gamer. I go where the money is. That's the slogan for the Bitcoin Broadcasting Network. Again, we are going to switch our lives over to the Bitcoin Broadcasting Network, so make sure you go over there. Links in the comments on the lives right now. We'll drop it in the comments afterwards. That's what we're going to be doing the lives. But this is what I'm going to be looking for. As far as that goes, is these things being really nice and flat, okay? And then I know they're going to take off. I don't know anything about gaming, but I know that gaming is one of the largest and fastest growing industries. We've got the internet reaching 5 billion people now. It's only going to continue to grow. People are only, staying at home more and more, and consuming more games. Gen Z wants all the skins and all this and all that. And gaming is going to evolve into crypto. Like, there's no doubt about it. Look at the volume that came into this. This thing could keep running. Like, that's the thing with these games. This could give you a fucking 5x right now, right? Like I said, it'd be easy for this thing to go to $1 billion. Easy. No problem. Especially if people are like smart and are taking any of these Bitcoin profits right now and getting into this thing. It could fucking just launch. Like, look at that. Dead flat and then schwammy. I could just keep going. Let's look at the 1 week. Look at that thing. So yeah, okay. Well, there's a perfect example. Find something that's new. Find something that's play to earn. Find something that looks interesting. You know what I mean? A good chance in the next couple of years it's gonna do well. Even if it flops in 2 years, it doesn't even matter. It's gonna do you well right now. Crypto gaming is gonna be the biggest thing in this bull run. I guarantee it. So I've got a few that I'm looking at. I think PYR Games, Gala Games. MetaHero. So MetaHero is not really a game. MetaHero is what they can do. You can actually just get into a 3D scanner, 3D scan yourself, your objects, personal things, and bring it into the metaverse with you and be yourself. It's basically teleportation into the metaverse, which is pretty crazy. So I got some of that. I've been holding that for a while. I actually lost some bag on that in 2021, but that's okay. We're going to keep it going. Let's get back to Bitcoin. What's going on? We're still looking at the half an hour chart. And so this thing's, it's making higher lows here and higher highs consistently. Got a double top kind of in the RSI now and a little bit of a double top happening here. Like I said, I kind of wanted a better retest. We have a half an hour retest of this major resistance line. We get a half an hour retest on that channel there, and if we go over to the 4 hour, we have a 4 hour retest. Did we get a proper retest on the daily? Not really. Like, this thing just kept going. So we know the top is near. We're over 70% here again on the daily, 78% on the daily. So if we don't make it over 80, I think this thing's going to top out pretty soon. But if we can get over 80, get over 80% in the next day or so, then maybe we get to the 78.6% fib level this week I've been talking about, which is $50,111. And I really don't think that that's going to be a huge issue. It's just a matter of, is it going to happen right now or not? So if we're looking at the weekly RSI is kind of what I've been waiting for to be the top. And we're at 82%. I told you guys when we were at, well, we were well down here, that this thing is probably, just as we cracked 70%, I was targeting 80 to 85% for this move. We are at 82.35% right now on the weekly RSI. And like I said, we top out in a bull run at 95%, and you know, maybe we hit 90%, 95% if we come up here and touch this line or get on top of it, just as the SPX has done to recover itself this year. And this is what we've been following all year. The patterns were pretty similar. I based my predictions and my numbers on Bitcoin based on the levels of retracement of the SPX. I was bang on October 2nd. I called the bottom of $15,400. That played out in November. And I called the cup and handle breakout. I mean, this looks like more of a W, a little bit of a cup and handle here, but yeah, it's Bitcoin's been chasing this thing all year, so I don't see any reason why we couldn't do the same here. And get over our 78.6% fib level. And we seem to be on our way and getting through some of this volume. So you can see we're just kind of breaking through and chipping away at this volume here and getting through some of these stop losses and some of those trades that were implemented there. Gareth Soloway is short. Yeah, Gareth Soloway was short at 18K. He was short at 23K, 24K, 26K, 28K. Like that's a dude who just keeps moving the goalpost. He fucking looks like an onion too. I don't do Soloway. Man. And that's the other thing too. I don't do the goalpost moving and shit. It's like the chart and everything moves every day. Like it's why I don't like making predictions. You know, I can show you some trade setups, and if I see something during the day then that I might take, I'm gonna tell you, and we're gonna keep on it that way. Like I don't want to sit here, like I'm not a professional. I got into this shit like 3 years ago, right? Before that, all I did was work. And now I'm just paying attention to where the money is. I'm putting my money in the right spots and following their money. Facts are found when you follow the money. That's the slogan for Bitcoin Broadcasting Network, and it's been working out for me and giving me a time to reflect on what's been really going on. And it's true. The facts are found when you follow the money. They don't care what's going on in the media. They don't care what's going on in the fucking news. They don't care how you feel about it. They don't care about your protests. They don't, because all of it adds to the money. Look, this has been the craziest few years that we've ever seen, with, you know, people running around and screaming about this. Like the herd's upset. It doesn't matter what the herd's upset about. They're always upset about something, and it's the flavor of the week, the news cycle, the changes. The herd will just move on and they bab about something else, right? So, and I don't want to be the guy calling people sheep, but if we're going to use that kind of an analogy, that's what it is. And Marty and I have always kind of considered ourselves more of the sheepdogs, the shepherds, but more of the sheepdogs. And it's like we don't hate the sheep there, but there is the sheep. If we want to like, you know, kind of just categorize that. I don't want to be that dude, but you know, we want to deliver this news to protect the sheep, if you will, because if we all dollar cost average into Bitcoin, we all win. You can see that they are now scooping it up, so you don't win, but you have an opportunity if you get in now, right? Bitcoin is we've only reached 450 million users of crypto, and that is nothing. The internet is being used by 5 billion people. Gaming is about 3 billion people, and it's only going to continue to grow, right? Yeah, so paying my mortgage. Bitcoin's paying this guy's mortgage. Look at that. Liberty and Trust. Can we look at one more coin? Jewel. 26 cents. Yeah. Let's look at Jewel. Where did I put coin market cap? Jewel. JWL. Let's have a look. This is weird. I live right in, you know, kind of central in my city. And this is like one of the few buildings. This building's maybe 20 years old or something. Maybe not quite 20 years old, 15. But it's one of the very few buildings without fiber optic internet to it. So I might have to contact the old supplier and see if they'll run a wire to this building. Keep hitting the mic stand here. We're going to have to set this up a little different. Jewel news. Where's the coin? Where's the chart? I don't go to CoinMarketCap enough. Is it on KuCoin? If it's on KuCoin, that might just be easier. Are you mostly KuCoin there, Liberty and Trust? MEXC. That's where you do your trading? I need a new trading exchange now that Binance got rooked in Canada. Sucks. 0 spot fees. I like that. Gareth is paying my mortgage. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, keep here. Look at this coin. Actually, look at big time. 97 cents now. It's just ripping. But I mean, I wouldn't jump into that thing now. Like, that's just crazy. But that, like, when they're nice and flat like that, like I said, go find any gaming coin that looks like that. Anyone, doesn't matter. Gaming's gonna rip. Gaming is gonna rip. Like, I have no doubt about gaming just destroying everything else. Nobody be paying attention to gaming though, because like if you're like me, I've never paid attention to games until I got into crypto and was just, you know, following charts and following money and seeing where things are going. How come I can't find Jewel here on KuCoin? Is it not on KuCoin? Probably not on KuCoin, I guess, eh? Jewel news. Where's the actual chart and the coin for Jewel though? That's gonna have to get better with searching this stuff. I'm literally just watch Bitcoin in the RSI. Bitcoin breaks the mold. Yeah, it does. It's, yeah, the deflationary measure of Bitcoin definitely breaks the mold. And like gold hitting a new high, and I was talking, Marty and I were talking about this, whether or not gold was going to run or whether or not gold was done. It's like if the dollar's done, of course gold is going to run. So we've hit this record high, and gold actually. I want to look at gold for a sec because it's pretty crazy. If you look at gold on the annual chart, which is, I mean, strong, and I don't see why you wouldn't watch anything but the annual chart on gold, because if you're trying to trade in and out with gold, I just don't really see it. But you can see, look at this, just like the gaming, dead flat for 135 years or 138 years, whatever it was. Gold was dead flat, okay? Here's, oh, look at this, 1968, gold saw a spike in value. Okay, well, we can't really have that, so we had some, you know, what was going on in 1968. I'd like to see what happened that caused gold to spike like that in 68. But anyway, right after that, it was when in 1971 was when they removed the gold standard. So, oh shit, gold spiked in value. Let's push it fucking back down to where it was. We'll remove the gold standard backing from that. We can control the value, the price of gold, and raise it up against our dollar value. And then, you know what I mean? It's basically, you know, gave them a way to manipulate the financial system, the paper currency system, to benefit themselves while still holding the value in gold, right? So, you know, there was the bank bailouts, printing money, et cetera, right? This is basically when we started printing money like wildfire, and that's what sent the price of gold up. This is what started major market manipulation. But anyway, let's get zoomed in here. We're talking about cup and handles, and cup and handles being the major breakouts that we see. This is the annual chart. Annual chart is very, very strong. We are seeing the cup and handle in the RSI as a recovery, and we are now breaking out. This is an annual candle. So if we come into the end of the year with a clean breakout above this previous wick here, like gold does have a chance to run for the next 10 years, right? And what does that tell you? That tells you that the dollar is really close to done. They're getting fucked, and they know it. And Bitcoin is the reason. So I'm taking my bet on Bitcoin. Like I said, gold's probably going to run, but it's like if you think gold is better than Bitcoin and you're just buying shares of gold, like you're a freaking dummy. You know, you're a dummy because it's digital gold. It's the same fucking thing as Bitcoin. It's just somebody's got an IOU. But with Bitcoin, you can remove it from exchange, hold it on a cold storage wallet. It's yours. Nobody takes it. It's yours. That's it, right? You buy gold from some sort of market share, it's not yours. And I guarantee you don't have a suitcase full of fucking gold bars. And if you did, I'd probably steal it from you. Jewel. Back to Jewel. I get so distracted that I can't, I find it hard to searchy the things I'm looking for. Get them going. What's the ticker for your coin there? Is it this JWL? Like, how come it's not pulling up the chart for me when I do that? News, about. Jewel news. How come I'm just seeing news here? Where's the chart? Oops. What is going on here? Jewel, let's go. What are you going to do with a bar of gold? You know, it's funny. Somewhere in Asia, just recently, some guy actually brought, and he actually had a suitcase full of gold. He bought a house. It was like $750K worth of gold or something like that. So it's like, you know what? There is some people that have stacked physical gold, and it's definitely valuable. You know what I mean? But it's just, you got to store it. You can't really take it anywhere. Like, you can bring $1 billion. DeFi Kingdoms. Like, why did that come up when I typed in Jewel? I don't know what to tell you, Liberty and Trust. Oh, Jewel, AVAX. .76. Where do we go? MXC. Let's check out Liberty and Trust's market here. Jewel USDT over on MEXC. I think I'm going to check that exchange out for trading. I've just been spot trading recently, just in October there, I guess, you know, but with Binance, we are done here. They're cracking down on Binance. I want to talk about that too, because they're making this guy out to be the bad guy too. Like, he, you know, didn't follow some rules or whatever, but it's like, who followed fucking what rules? This guy was actually doing things that benefited people, right? If the SEC is out there to protect the investors, then why are they squashing everything that actually fucking makes us money as investors, right? Because it doesn't benefit them. It fucks their system. It fucks up their sham, right? So it's like, why are we taking advice? Why are we listening to criminals? Why do we give a fuck what any of these criminals say? I sure don't. I don't. And I know you probably don't either, but you trust their money for some reason, and you allow them to take all your money and do this with it and make all kinds of money for themselves with it. But that's fine. You keep flipping the burgers, writing the documents, doing the admin work, doing whatever it is, and they'll drive around in yachts and have a good time. Bad guys make good guys look like the bad guys, and vice versa. That's right. That's the thing, right? And sometimes reasonable men got to do unreasonable things, and that's just fucking the way it is. Here's a 15-minute chart. I don't want to look at the 15-minute chart. Let's go look at the daily. There you go. Again, wham. There's something that's just been cruising flat, cruising. And here we go with a big pump. And one thing I want to say, actually, and I mentioned this in the group chat the other day, but if Bitcoin and the SPX do this and recover like this, here's the annual candles for Bitcoin. It just kind of gives us a cleaner view of the recovery here. So here's 22. Here's the bear trend, right? So here was the top, 69K top. Just before the end of 2021, and I got my Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. This is going to give us the recovery tracement of what's going to happen in 2022. This is simple. I follow Fibonacci, RSI. That is it. I don't trade with anything else, and I told you I could trade with the RSI. So I mean, for trade setups, I definitely don't want to be going crazy with the indicators. But here we are, 78.6% recovery. I lost my train of thought again. But that's okay. Oh, that's what it was. Right. Buying smaller coins when Bitcoin does this. So if Bitcoin recovers, then I should actually show you a shorter time frame. I'm going to need more coffee before the next episode, I think. I slept in a little today. Okay, so here's the trend for this year. So when Bitcoin does this run right here, 7 green weeks in a row, people just made fucking bank. Huge money, okay? So large investors, these guys at BlackRock and Vanguard and all these big firms and everything else, they're not selling Bitcoin. But the people who've been in forever, 10 years, all the crypto vets, they're the ones selling right now and buying other things because they've been in long enough to know that this has a trickle-down waterfall effect, that when people start shilling profits from Bitcoin, they start putting them into other markets. And I guess you can't really see it with Ethereum anymore because Ethereum's just, it's grown too large. It doesn't, it's kind of just doing its own thing and following Bitcoin. We got a higher high there on Ethereum as well. Ethereum looks really good. Ethereum not even at 70% on the weekly. Ethereum's actually probably going to flip Bitcoin here. And that's probably actually going to be the tell of the top. We'll see Bitcoin come down. We'll see Ethereum do a spike, and like I said, you could get a trickle down effect, pick a top 50, throw $1,000 in and make fucking 3x easy. No problem. Like if Bitcoin does 10%, it's fair to say that anything else in the top 50 could do 10, 20%. And we've already seen that. Like I said, I've got a couple other coins that have done 10, 20 to 30%, 35% on the Luna Classic yesterday. So the trickle down effect is real. When Bitcoin pumps, when the SPX pumps, the profits come out and they go back into other markets because the dollar is goddamn worthless. Fucking figure it out. On that note, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Wrap it up here pretty quick. Again, tomorrow's live stream will be on the Bitcoin Broadcasting Network. We will go live over there. And so maybe I'll just run a little video on the YFH page. I wonder if I can do two, or maybe I'll just post a little video reminding people to come over to this page for the live streams. Yeah, stick around. Find out. Catch you in the next one.